Hey guys, what's going on? Coming to you with another video midweek. So today, as the title says, bought more Ttcf, ticker's Ttcf. Before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe. I really appreciate getting to 200 subs. That's really awesome. Much appreciated. I know, that means a lot to me, so I really appreciate it. So keep hitting the sub button, the like button, much appreciated. So as I said in the beginning of the video, bought more shares Ttcf, ticker's Ttcf. So this is one of my turning into bigger positions. It's definitely a top 5 position in my portfolio now, just because I continue to keep on adding and driving down my cost base. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I really like playing growth stocks. I do a little value stocks, a little bit of dividend stocks, a little bit of SPAC stocks and stuff like that. But I really like growth stocks. Like, they get me the most interested based on my age group and all that. Like 20s and 30s, I feel like you should really be focusing on that, because no matter what happens in the market short term, if you look statistically or, whatever through history, even if you hold a stock at its highest point right now and the market crashes, corrects, does whatever, I'm willing to bet if you hold a good company in 5 years, it will be at a higher point than what it's at now. So that's why I believe in long-term investing. That's why I like growth, because there's a lot of, market cap, and, it's going to raise like crazy, basically, is what I'm getting at. So that's why I really like it. Ttcf, I feel like I've been making a video almost like once every 3 or 4 days about it. There's been no crazy news on this stock recently, other than the fact that, they're getting in the big box Whole Food places and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, they just have a lot of growth and, TAM available in the near future. So whenever it dips, I really want to take advantage of it. So today, the NASDAQ, I mean, that's what this stock's in. The NASDAQ fell 2.8%. That's a pretty big dip in a day. Like, almost a 3% swing in a day is big. So I really feel like the market is at the tippy point of everything being overvalued, and especially growth stocks. Growth stocks are very overvalued right now in general. It's very hard to find a good deal. With that said, when the NASDAQ falls like this, usually a growth stock gets hit harder than what the NASDAQ got hit. So whenever I see a day like this, I really try finding a way to buy. So what I bought at today was, I don't like going over my dollar amount, just because I do have a 9 to 5 job. People that fellow coworkers and people like that follow me, and I don't really want them to know, how much I invest, basically, as far as like dollar signs. If this was my full-time job, which it isn't, obviously, I'd be a little more transparent and open about it, because that way I wouldn't have people judging me like that. So that's why I do percentage. Percentage just gives you good value. So if you hold this stock, you can kind of get a gauge. Okay, well, if I have $100 in Ttcf and I just added 10%, that means I added $10 to it. So you see what I'm saying? So it gives you a gauge on how much I put in from what I hold. So being a top 5 stock, it's a pretty big position. I added 10% more shares today at $20.71. So that's, in my opinion, when I said why I'm so bullish on Ttcf, this is one of my top 4 focuses stocks this year. So if you watch every Saturday morning, I post videos on news and stuff like that on each stock. So this is a really big focus stock for me. I want to build this position massive this year, and then let it go once it's going to do its thing in a couple of years. I even think it's going to have a great year over year. So I think it's going to be great by the time December hits. So yeah, I bought it at $21.71. I think a good buy. Anything under 25 is a really good buy. Like, I love the valuation under $25. I feel like this is, this stock will 2x. If you're buying at $20 or you haven't started a position, if you buy it at 20, like, you could potentially 2x your money realistically by the end of this year, and 3x, 4x in the next 3 to 4 years. Easy. Like, I feel like that's almost easy money, in my opinion. So my cost base when I first bought in the stock, I actually bought it close to the 52-week highs because I was buying it in December and January, and then I started building. So I thought really it was just going to keep running to $30. Like, that was my opinion, and it did, I think, hit close to 30. But my starting cost base was 26. Drove it down, made a couple videos, drove it down to 25, drove my cost base down to 24. Now it's down. Last week it was at high 22s. Now it's at low 22s. So my cost base right now is 22.01. So obviously I'm driving it down, adding more shares. So I went from 26 to 22. That's awesome. If this stock continues to dip or it even holds around the 20 range, I'd be more than happy to keep adding to my cost base. But I'm just being very, very, very careful because I feel like the market is very, very, very volatile right now. So I just don't want to not have cash on the sideline to buy a massive correction or dip. That's when I'll load the boat basically. But buying 10% is a very small percentage to me and adding a big position that I really believe in. So I have no problem adding 10% on days like this when the NASDAQ dips basically 3%. I still have over 30% cash on the sideline to deploy really whenever I want. So I feel like that's a very healthy, good number. I'd even argue with myself I should have closer to like the 15-20% right now. Like, I should be buying more Ttcf, but I have a weird gut feeling that I feel like the market's gonna really correct in the spring. I don't know why I feel that way. So I'm keeping this amount, and I might be right, might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, then I wish I probably had this amount in cash. Buying on dips, I'll be doing that all day, every day. Like, if this stock goes down to $17, $15, $18, I'll add more and more and more. I'll get more aggressive. So maybe if it goes to, let's just say it goes to $18, right, a share, I'll probably buy somewhere from 15 to 20% of my total cost base. If it goes to $15 a share, I'll probably buy somewhere 20 to 25% of my cost base. Well, probably more actually, probably like 25 to 50, depending on what the market's doing, and there's other deals out there, because I don't want to spread myself too thin in one stock. I like being diverse. I like having different segments, so it's kind of my style. So yeah, so that's kind of, you know, what I did today. I feel like tomorrow it's going to be in the low to mid 20s, maybe even lower. It might hit the 18s or 19s. So if it does, I might have to make another video saying I bought more, but we'll see. So I feel really good about this. If you don't know anything about the stock, you can watch a couple of my previous other videos. I really go into detail on why I like it, why I'm bullish, what they do, what their direction is. You know, it's just such a good company. If you really dive into it and research it, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's a very easy business model to understand. It's just an awesome stock. So that's all I got today. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you guys bought any today. Maybe I'm the only one that bought it today at 20 bucks. So I doubt that, but yeah, so that's all I got. Peace.